Coming up on News Live at 6, a fire forces the evacuation of Destiny USA. More than 50 firefighters called to the scene. We have the latest on how this is impacting shoppers.
Plus, the weather outside is frightful, and the cars involved are showing it. We have the updates if this will continue in Syracuse.
We need to continue to do and function at a high level with regular daily living activities.
And COVID-19 cases rise across the county, how restaurants are preparing for a cold winter and a potential surge in Omicron cases. Citrus TV News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Central New York's largest mall is back open following a fire. Good evening, I'm Ashley Wenskoski.
And I'm Trey. Redfield. Smoke billowed from the roof of Destiny USA last night. Customers and workers were all forced to evacuate Destiny. Firefighters rushed to the mall to push out the fire.
New at 6, the mall is back in business today after fire crews put out the smoke above the Cheesecake Factory. Our reporter Teagan Brown was at the scene yesterday and is live in front of the mall right now. Teagan, what can you tell us?
Destiny getting their holiday shopping done, but last night this scene looked very different, with multiple fire trucks here and 50 firefighters at the height of the night working to fight a blaze right here on top of Destiny USA that was caused by a piece of roofing about 20 by 50 feet that was on fire, causing smoke to go up from the building. Syracuse Fire Deputy Chief John Kane emphasized that there were no injuries.
Nobody was hurt, and there was actually no involvement inside the mall. All of the fires seem to be limited to their roof structure, so there was a very light haze in certain parts of the mall.
While there were no injuries, Deputy Chief said that there were two issues that they faced here. The first being that two of the fire hydrants in the area were not working, so they had to find other water sources. However, this did not impede their ability to fight the blaze on top of the building. They were still able to put it out in about half an hour. But the other issue that they faced is when the fire alarm went off, people in the mall were not evacuating quickly. They were not listening to this alarm and going out when they should.
We went ahead and had somebody activate the fire alarm system, pull a fire station, and the audible alarm, prompted some people to leave, but not everybody. So we would always encourage people to leave the building if the fire alarm goes off.
Energy in this part of the mall was shut off while they were trying to fight the blaze, but they were able to put it out, like I said, in just about half an hour. Today, the mall is operating normally again, and you can still come and visit during regular operating hours. Reporting live outside of Destiny USA, Teagan Brown, Citrus TV News.
Teagan, thanks so much. Cases are rising both on campus and across the county. Citrus TV's Ryan Nelson breaks down how both students and local restaurants are preparing for a potential winter surge.
As students return back to campus from Thanksgiving travels, COVID-19 cases rise with them. Syracuse University is reporting 75 active cases currently on campus. One student in isolation, John Eads, is trying to make the best out of an unideal situation.
And the other days, just trying to keep myself busy. When you sit there and actually think about, hey, I'm going to be locked up in this room for 24 hours a day for 6 different days, it's pretty tough to fathom. So if you're able to just distract yourself with other things.
While cases on university campuses continue to rise, they have a broader effect in the larger Syracuse community. Over 20% of cases are between the ages of 0 and 19 years old. County Executive Ryan McMahon says that he's trying to increase testing in school districts so that he can get the kids back in the classroom.
As we continue to get through each day in this pandemic, we need to continue to do and function at a high level with regular daily living activities, and that's keeping kids in school.
The first Omicron variant of the virus was detected in central New York on Monday. Governor Kathy Hochul already declared a state of emergency in late November. The manager of Mediterranean Combo on Marshall Street is worried about another shutdown affecting business.
I think that if COVID starts making an upswing and affecting business again, I would just ask people to remember that we take out. You don't have to. It's not a sit-down restaurant. Remember the small businesses when you can, because we're there for you all the time.
The Center for Disease Control says the best way to curb the spread of the virus is to get vaccinated or get a booster if eligible. Reporting from Syracuse, Ryan Nelson, Citrus TV News.
Thanks, Ryan. And more hospitals across the state are being ordered to stop performing elective surgeries. Officials are worried about overcrowding due to a surge in COVID cases. In total, 32 hospitals are impacted. This follows the state of emergency declared by Governor Hochul. It allows the state more resources to contain the spread of the Omicron variant. Several Onondaga County hospitals will be affected by the order, including Crouse and Upstate Medical.
And the latest now on how local leaders are dealing with a surge in COVID hospitalizations. County Executive Ryan McMahon is activating their national ambulance contract. CNY Central reports 20 ambulances will arrive here in CNY on Friday. The additional ambulances will allow for patients to be transported to other hospitals in New York State.
And new details on SU's Orange Alert system. If you hear a loud alarm tomorrow afternoon, DPS wants you to know there's nothing to worry about. They are reminding students about their scheduled test of the system. The test will occur at around 3:25 in the afternoon. The alarms on North and South Campus will sound for exactly 2 minutes. Students will also potentially receive notifications through text and email.
The Center for Teaching and Learning Excellence is looking to SU faculty for help. The group wants professors to be part of their inclusive education program. The program allows faculty to work with a student who is not enrolled in their course. The program included 16 student consultants and 19 faculty partners this year.
Happening soon, students are set to perform as a part of an opera workshop on campus. The university community is invited to attend a concert at the Falk Complex tonight. There'll be featured scenes from Macbeth, Little Women, and Company. The event will also be streamed online from 8 to 9.
Now to the latest. With the end of the semester approaching, it is almost time for students to vacate their dorms. Our CitrusTV reporter Zach Richter joins us outside of Marion Hall with more on the story. Zach, good evening.
Good evening, Trey and Ashley. With finals ending on December 17th, all students are required to leave their dorms 24 hours after their final exam. Also, the last day packages will be delivered to the student residence halls will be Wednesday, December 15th, and the last day students will be able to be in the dorms is Saturday, December 18th at noon, when the university's residence halls will close for winter break. Also, before leaving, students must clean fridges, take out all trash, close and lock all windows, open curtains, turn off all lights, and lock their doors. Also, students must pick up any packages or mail, because if those are not picked up, they will be returned to the sender over break. Also, any students living in a residence hall requiring housing over break must request it on the housing portal and will temporarily be moved to a South Campus apartment. Also, one thing to note is not all the university's on-campus housing will close. South Campus apartments will remain open and available to all students over break. Also, a problem from previous years is that students staying in their South Campus apartments over break must notify the university if they want heat in their apartment. Reporting live from Marion Hall tonight, Zach Richter, CitrusTV News.
Zach, thank you so much. And now we turn to our first local weather with Teagan Brown. You know, Trey, we saw the snow falling there on Zach outside, and it was snowing when I came down to the station.
Yeah, not the best look for sure. I was walking to the dining hall about an hour and a half ago, and I almost slipped. I would say like about a handful of times.
Yeah, the promenade's very slippery right now.
And that's the unfortunate thing. You know, the promenades always talk about, oh, it's a heated sidewalk, but I mean, at the same time, the risk is still there. So now Sammy Lindell joins us with your first local weather. Sammy, what do you have for us?
Guys, it's absolutely beautiful out here. I'm one for the cold weather. I'm one for the snow. I'm wearing my ski team jacket right now. I'm just so excited for the winter season. And you know what, guys? It's a winter wonderland out right now. It's currently 30 degrees in Syracuse and snowy. We are going to see probably 1 inch of snow tonight. And going into tonight, those temperatures are going to stay around 30 degrees at 29 degrees. And the wind speeds are going to pick up a little bit at 10 miles per hour, but those wind speeds are going to drop tomorrow to under 10 miles per hour at 33 degrees under cloudy skies. Now, I love coffee, guys. I love the snow. And you know what? I'm going to make you guys a Frappuccino right now. So here I have my Dunkin' cup, and I'm going to fill that up with some snow. And then I'm going to add my coffee. Look at that, guys. Trey and Ashley, don't worry. I'm bringing this right back to you. And a little mix, a little mix. Guys, it is looking great so far. It's hitting different right now. It's hitting different. I'm going to bring this back in, but that's all I have for you guys right now. Back to you.
Sammy Lindell, you're a doll. Thanks so much. That winter weather is impacting people from all across Onondaga County. Dispatch logs show over 50 car crashes across Onondaga County as drivers tried to deal with snowy and icy roads. There were so many calls that police say they were having a hard time keeping up. Many of these accidents included cars sliding into guardrails or poles.
And according to Camillus Police, a missing woman driving near Buffalo on the New York State Thruway was found. Mary Lisi, an 84-year-old woman, was reported missing on Tuesday night. She was last seen driving a Ford Escape in Fairmount. Camillus Police says the family is, quote, grateful for the outpouring of support, prayers, and well wishes that brought about her safe return.
And the latest out of Western New York. Take a look at this video. That's a car just 50 yards from the edge of Niagara Falls. A Coast Guard diver attempted a daring rescue of the woman inside. State Park Police pronounced her dead after her body was lifted out of the vehicle. She's described as a local woman in her 60s. Officials have not yet released a name.
And New York is sending homeowners across the state thousands in assistance. Low to moderate income homeowners, will be the first in the U.S. to take advantage of a $539 million COVID relief fund. Governor Hochul says the plan is part of a $10 million program funded through the American Rescue Plan.
And coming up after this, the big news coming from Pfizer. The impact they say their COVID booster shot will have on the Omicron variant.
Plus, marriage equality. A major South American country legalizes same-sex marriage, how LGBTQ rights groups are celebrating when we return.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
You're watching Citrus TV News with Trey Redfield, Ashley Wenskoski, Teagan Brown, and Zach Richter. Citrus TV News, your campus news leader.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Pfizer says that the booster dose of their COVID-19 vaccine may offer significant protection against the Omicron variant. The first 2 doses are proving to be a lot less effective.
The booster increases protection by 25-fold. Blood samples taken a month after the booster reveal antibodies that neutralize Omicron. Pfizer is working on an Omicron-specific vaccine in case it becomes necessary.
Many Amazon-powered services are back up and running after a major outage caused many of them to shut down. A problem with some Amazon Web Services began around 10:45 a.m. yesterday and continued until the evening.
The outage affected streaming services like Disney Plus and Netflix. It also impacted Amazon's website, Kindle, and Ring. Amazon says these services are recovered and running smoothly.
And billions of dollars will once again be spent on national defense. The House approved their 2022 annual defense bill last night. The legislation authorizes spending guidelines for the Pentagon and other national security programs.
The bill had bipartisan support. $768 billion has been authorized for national security, and $740 billion was designated for the Department of Defense.
An organizer of the January 6th Capitol riot plans to claim he took no part in the violence on that day. An advance copy of the man's remarks obtained by the New York Times revealed what he plans to tell the House Investigation Committee tomorrow. Ali Alexander was one of a handful of planners who put together marches and rallies around the nation who protested the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. Now to the latest around the world. Same-sex marriage is now legal in Chile. The change was approved in a landslide vote. The law will extend full parental rights to same-sex couples. They were previously denied the right to adopt under a civil union pact.
Chilean President Piñera initially opposed the legislation, but recently indicated a change of position and is expected to sign it into law.
And Chile isn't the only country taking steps toward equality. Germany now has a gender-equal cabinet for the first time. 8 women and 8 men will serve under incoming Chancellor Olaf Scholz.
Germany will have its first female foreign minister and its first female interior minister as well. Scholz takes over later this week, serving as the first Chancellor of Germany for the first time in 16 years.
President Biden is warning Russian President Vladimir Putin against invading Ukraine. NBC News reports Biden told Putin an invasion of Ukraine would result in heavy economic penalties, leading NATO to reposition troops in Europe.
Biden made the remarks in a virtual meeting that's described by officials on both sides as tense. President Biden also said an invasion could end Russia's hopes of completing a major pipeline to Europe.
And the Prime Minister of Britain is being criticized over a Christmas party video. New video surfaced of Boris Johnson's senior staff members joking about a holiday party that took place during the UK's COVID lockdown last Christmas.
Mr. Johnson denied the claim, saying any gathering that occurred followed COVID-19 protocols.
And coming up, we take a look at your weekly weather update.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
From the CitrusTV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back, everybody. Now let's take a look at our temperatures across the board. So honestly, the temperatures have been pretty consistent, all in the high 20s, low 30s. And you know what? The snow is just coming down. As I said, I'm so excited, and I know everybody else is, but in the south, in Elmira, we're at 32 degrees, and in the north, in Fulton, we're at 29. Moving over to the west, it's going to be 28 degrees in Rochester, and over in the east, it's 30 degrees in Rome. Now moving on to our 5-day forecast. Today we were seeing some snow with a high of 35 and a low of 23. Now moving into tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy, and you know what? The snow is going to stop in the morning, so it's just going to be a pretty December day. And going into this weekend, Friday it's going to be really nice, and Saturday we're going to see some showers. The temps are going to warm up a little bit, but on Sunday we're going to have a high of 44 and a low of 34. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you.
Sammy, thank you so much. And your Netflix bill is about to go up, but it's not because the streaming giant is raising their monthly fee. Netflix is adding New York State and local sales tax for the first time. Most New York customers will see their bill increase by about $1.12.
The taxes will kick in on December 15th. The change comes after Netflix entered the mobile gaming industry. Subscribers can now pay certain mobile games at no extra charge.
Coming up after this break, we will revisit Syracuse men's basketball's loss to Villanova last night and preview tonight's slate. Stay with us right here on News Live at 6.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable. With you that time you felt most alone. And with you when you realized you would never be. They were with you when you shared your love with the world. And with you when she became your world. Your girls have never left you. They're still with you right now. But how well do you know them? You don't know knowing your breasts can save your life.
Oh, what could have been for Syracuse men's basketball last night inside Madison Square Garden against former Big East foe Villanova. Good evening, I'm Tyler Molino. The Orange fell to the Wildcats 67-53 in the Jimmy V Classic. Buddy Boeheim only scored 6 points, which is never a good sign for SU. But let's relive it, shall we? Joe Girard, Buddy Boeheim, world's most famous arena, couldn't be any better. But early on, it was the Villanova transfer, Cole Swider. You thought maybe this is his breakout game, gets the party started. Guess that three-pointer to drop. SU takes the early lead, obviously. His former teammate, Colin Gillespie, gets that three-pointer to go. Back and forth game early. Buddy Boeheim, mid-range turnaround. He's mastered that shot, folks. Justin Moore, corner 3, makes it a, 2-point game. That's some math right there. Three-pointer's a story, but minute and a half later into the first half, Girard, SU has the lead. Then on defense, gets the charge. He's amped up. The fans were amped up. Orange up 5 at the break. Second half now. SU fans starting to think maybe this is our night. Girard, deep three-pointer, splashes it home, 1-point game. Then in transition, Girard finds Jesse Edwards and one slams it home. SU with the lead. But then the Wildcats starting to wake up. Gillespie three-pointer. I mentioned three-pointers story in this one. Villanova had 50 attempts, a program record. Here's another one. Jalen Samuels putting the Wildcats up even more. Orange trying to mount a comeback down 8, but Gillespie, like Deion Sanders, will he take it all the way? Well, no, he'll dump it up to Samuels, slamming it home. Villanova wins it, as mentioned, 67-53. Next on the docket for Syracuse, it's another old friend, Georgetown. That game will be a road one for SU this Saturday. The Hoyas are in action tonight against UMBC. And shifting gears, a lot of New York teams in action tonight. First on the SU Hill, the women's basketball team are winners of 3 straight, looking for 4 against in-state rival Cornell. Tisha Hyman for SU is looking to keep the good times rolling, as she is averaging over 24 points per game during the Orange streak and is now averaging over 15 points per game on the season. Syracuse looking for the 10th victory all time against Cornell. Tip-off at 7 p.m. inside the Dome.
Keeping it on the hardwood to the NBA, the Knicks take the court for the second straight night after taking down the San Antonio Spurs on the road 121-109, snapping their 3-game losing streak. They'll look to take advantage of the struggling Indiana Pacers, who have won just once in their last 5. That game will be played in Indianapolis with tip-off at 7 as well. And the Brooklyn Nets, like the Knicks, were also in action last night, also playing in the state of Texas against the Dallas Mavericks, winning 102-99. They'll stay in Texas to take on the streaking Houston Rockets. That's right, the Rockets are rolling. Starting the season 1-16, they've won 6 straight. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. And closing things out tonight, continuing the trend of professional teams in the state of New York who will play tonight after playing yesterday. The Rangers take the ice once again after scoring 4 goals in the third period to win 6-2 over the Blackhawks. The boys in blue are winners of 7 straight. They'll play host to the Colorado Avalanche, who have alternated between winning and losing in each of their last 6. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock. That does it for me. Ashley, Trey, back to you.
Boys in blue are burning hot, that's for sure. Thanks, Tyler. When we come back, we'll take one last look at your weather. Stick with us.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, when you wake up tomorrow, the snow showers will be stopping at 5 in the morning, so they'll probably be gone. So it's going to be 28 degrees under partly cloudy skies. And for my photos of the day, this was taken on Waverly just a couple days ago. And look at it now. It's completely snowy. Now, that's all I have for you guys. Back to you.
Sammy, thank you so much. And, you know, Trey, this is the last Wednesday news of this semester. We just want to thank everyone involved in the production of this show every week so much.
It's been a special one for sure. Thank you to our executive producer, Oscar Offerman, our former news director, Josh Myers, and now our current news director, Lindsay Fine, for everything you've done, and just everyone here as well. It just goes so much farther beyond those guys. We appreciate everything you've done for us this semester. It's our first time on the anchor desk, so we really appreciate it. That's not the only group of people we're shouting out, though. Someone in your family has a birthday, Ashley.
Yes, it is my younger sister's 18th birthday today, so shout out Allie. Happy birthday. She is a potential Citrus TV member next year because she is applying to Syracuse University.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. That is for certain. We're going to leave
Absolutely.
it at that. But that's all the time we have tonight on Citrus TV News.
And for more of the latest, follow us on Citrus TV News on Twitter or check out our website at citrustv.com.
For all of us here at Citrus TV News, whether it's in the control room or directing or whatever it is, even with us here at the anchor desk, I'm Trey Redfield.
And I'm Ashley Wenskoski. For the last time this semester, have a great night, Syracuse.